Good afternoon, Michael.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
And where are you from?
Hume, Manchester, just around the corner from you.
I get the impression I'm wrong, but that you weren't born, perhaps, in the Hume area.
No.
Where were you born?
In the Irish area.
In the Irish area?
Yes, of a little place called Limerick.
Look, that's very nice.
Yes.
I've passed through there. It's absolutely beautiful.
And the River Shannon.
Lovely stuff. Okay, now, I've been reading my notes on you, and you've been singing for quite a few years now. Tell me how it started for you.
Well, it started in a place called Collyhurst. And my mother brought me, I was only young at the time, about 14, 15, and she brought me to Conran Street Market.
That's still there, isn't it?
Yes, and picked up a cheap guitar.
Right.
And I started learning on that. And went to a folk club called St. Clair's in... I just picked up generally from people who was around, and they showed me little riffs on the guitar. And then Bride and my sister, we started doing a little double act. And then eventually we found the mother, sisters and brothers, and that's when we became the Ryan family.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So that, how many years ago was that? When you first started?
That was what? No, I'd say about 24 years.
Good Lord. And your favourite song of all time is Carmen.
Well, it's, the first influence I had on country and western, which is I love, was Marty Robbins. And I was playing at Conran Street Market when I heard Tonight Carmen, and I fell in love then with country music.
Fantastic. Country and western music seems to... I mean, you mention country and western music, and you see girls and fellas in pointed boots with Cuban heels, tassel-y waistcoats and Stetson hats. Is that wrong?
Well, how you look at it, really, because I've got a wide range of music in country rock, country blues, country jazz. So it's what you interpret yourself, really, isn't it? You know,
right.
It's what you think yourself.
Okie dokie. Well, your favourite personality and entertainer would seem to be Liberace.
Yeah.
He's never done much country and western, has he?
No, but look at the clothes. Oh my God! I mean, all country and western stars, you know, they had this flamboyant jackets and the suits and top hats, haven't they? He was my favourite. It's a pity he didn't sing country and western.
He didn't, though, did he?
No.
He didn't sing anything, really, did he?
Yeah. Well, my other friend, by the way, in case you don't know, is Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Well, he did. Okay. So what are you going to sing for us today?
It's an old country and western song. It's one of the ballads called Have I Told You Lately That I Love You.
Good song. All right. Well,
I'd like to sing this with my sister. Phil, by the way, can I just say something?
This is totally unrehearsed. I've no idea what you're going to say.
Yes.
Is it rude, obscene, or probing?
Of course, you can be anything what you want. I'd like to say on behalf of my mother, who will be here shortly, I believe. She's not from the wind that we get it from. That she's the lady. She's our queen bee. And also my brother Gary, who's an up-and-coming songwriter.
Fair enough.
And last but not least, Brendan, my young brother, who'll be coming very, very shortly.
Yeah, well, don't forget, each time one of you lot comes, there's a brown paper envelope left on the table there, and nothing's been left so far, so today it's all down to you, and you'll not be leaving this store unless I do. Anyway, we'll now be drawing the expensive curtain across the studio here, which will allow you to change into your rhinestone cowboy outfit.
Oh, thank you very much.
But you've got about 30 seconds, so we'll be back in a moment. Well, here we are, back just in front of today's performance from Michael and his assistant, the fabulous and wonderful Bridie. Now, we just drew the curtains across the studio, and you'd be amazed at the costume change here with young Michael Ryan. Now, when did you get that outfit? A few years ago?
Well, actually, I was born with it, Phil.
You were born with it?
I was born with it, yes. My father said that if ever...
Remove it.
Did you put all those rhinestones on yourself?
Well, actually, no, I didn't. There's a great friend of mine called Johnny Cash. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Oh, he was in here last week.
Well, there's no one was there. He said he's the one was there.
That's Elvis.
So sorry, he took over then. He said, I've got these spirits inside me.
All right, then. So it's time to do the song.
Yes.
Don't get too close to the microphone, otherwise you will distort. So
okay.
It's all down to you. 5 minutes of fame, especially today, for our Michael Ryan.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told you lately today if you refuse me. For I'm no good without you anyhow. Have I told you lately that I love you? Oh, darling, I'm telling you now. Have I told you lately when I'm dreaming? Every dream I dream is you somehow. Have I told you with all my heart and soul I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. My world would end today if you refuse me. For I'm no good without you anyhow. Have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Yes, well, darling, I'm telling you now. Thank you.
That's Michael, and a little bit of Bridie, just the odd syllable there.
Yeah,
From the Lilo in the corner of the room. And have I told you lately that there's no brown envelope on the table yet? Does that feel all right?
Oh, no, I like that, Phil.
Smashing that, Mike?
Yeah, just a bit hoarse, that's all.
Not at all, not at all. So when is the next performance in this neck of the woods where we can see you and throw items of underwear at you?
Ring of feathers.
What do you mean, the ring of feathers?
That's a word.
A little pub.
syllable from the Lilo, then.
Yeah, a little pub called The Church on Cambridge Street. I do a little bit on a Sunday night
Fantastic.
with a guitarist and a drummer.
Have you enjoyed it today?
Well, I enjoyed it with you, of course I
I
did.
thought you did. Did good.
I thought you did.
Thanks very much indeed, Michael.
Thank you very much indeed.
Will you be
Phil.
taking the girl with you?
I shall to the pub.
Or will you be leaving her here?
Yeah, you can stay here if you
Don't
want.
forget the Lilo, then.